worthy of that throne. Starting things off, it doesn't look like either side is gonna be doing anything too aggressive here. And the moment I say that, Nova is here to annoy Mpl, force the retreat.
Okay, very, very nicely done. So that means the Wanderer is going to be in the hands of Subway, pretty much guaranteed. But oh my god, Fix, where did this Fix come from? He is on fire. He's just bullying AJ right now. And you can see the aggression coming in from Monster Vicious. Subway looking to pick a fight with Mpl, but at the same time, Mpl is level 3. He's got the stacks. This is not a good fight for Monster Vicious. They are going to get punished with this. Grace now missing the combo. The snipes from AJ will miss the mark, but they will still get first blood onto a Subway. Monster Vicious getting a little bit too greedy there.
Yeah, I think that wasn't the best idea overall. Fredrin and Barat can somewhat match one another when you are at this level, and I know that they expected, oh, we pull Xeno over, he'll be able to make it much faster than Hesu, but Hesu is going to be able to catch you on the way out, and he's very good at slowing down heroes like that Fredrin, so Subway gonna be behind now for the first turtle.
Oh, nice Purify coming from Fix. He is gonna try and go for the counter play. Nova not gonna do much against this. And again, Barat's early game a little bit too strong compared to the Fredrin. And I agree with what you said as well. Xbox true damage does break through Subway very, very quickly in the early stage game. But Grace, oh my goodness, he is just taking a little bit too much damage.
I wonder if that early gank would have been better if Xeno did decide to use like his Petrify when he jumped in. Not too sure if it would have made too much of a difference. As of right now, Subway will manage to hit level 4 around the same time as Mpl, and that's going to be right when the turtle comes up as well. As for the Roamers and EXP, it's still going to take a little bit of a moment.
Yeah, it's going to be tough here. And now Mpl does have the level advantage because of that play. And it's just really unfortunate that Monster Vicious got this greedy. And because of that, they are going to potentially pay the price. Meanwhile, Grace looking for the jump once again. Nova is able to cancel him mid-animation. Turtle down towards the final 2 bars. Astro Echo connects on 2. It does hit on Fix as well. He's going to fall potentially. That's going to be one auto tag. But that is going to be Subway securing the Turtle now. Subway gonna be hanging on for his dear life. He's got the Praises Rap and he misses the mark. Could not catch Grace. They will get Mpl instead.
Xeno definitely the MVP of that turtle fight, timing it so that he would be able to get that stun, that petrify onto Mpl, and then even stopping him from doing more damage after Subway got eaten. And then dashing in, getting more DPS done. We can see now that Monster Vicious is trying to continue the aggression.
Okay, Grace gets a nice catch. Subway getting a little bit of a spicy there. Again, getting punished for his greed a second time. And now Barracuda gets back the lead. And Zeno, well, gets a full gold plating up top. He's going to be happy right now. This Benedetta is getting a little bit too ahead right now.
This is a very uncharacteristic greed coming out from Subway, though. He's usually a little bit more reserved as the jungler, yeah. Like, I get that he's very confident in his team being able to set these things up, but dying twice now is not ideal. Mpl will be very happy about this because it means that his EXP lead is just going to grow even more.
Huh, interesting. Bakes actually went to go for the Inspire on top of it all. So that means he's going to be having a little bit of decent cooldowns. He wants to make sure that he can prolong the fight, get a potential second Lord for the second fight. So I can only assume that he might go for the Enchanted Talisman build once again. But the question here is, if Barracuda doesn't group up with at least 2 to 3 units, you won't be able to utilize the passive here because right now, Ruff, he's going to get caught up by Raze, but he's going to try to back out. But Subway instantly, Retribution on trap, forces a flicker. Mpl also here going to be zoning there, and that is going to be the disengage. Nothing happened. Saw nothing.
A lot was exchanged there, but with no casualties on either side, neither team will be able to secure an advantage for themselves for this next turtle. One thing that they do have is that Xeno has been cutting waves up in that top lane, so that'll allow him a bit more freedom to roam over and assist with the turtle contest. Barracuda, though, it looks like they've switched lanes. They're going to putting Trap up top.
Yep, now I'm Offender comes in. They pull in the Hesu. They drops the Insanity as well. Subway gets caught out. He does have to bring his around. Chooses to back up. And now Nova, he gets pulled back. But no, Mpl gobbles him up. And that's not going to do too much here. He will still fall, but he saves his teammate from getting caught out by Nova. So very, very nice minor details. But they will still lose members here. They lose a tier 1 as well as Mpl in this process.
Yep, good kill from Ruff there, making sure to take out the Barats before he's able to spit out the Ruby. And that means that Nova wasn't stunned to be picked off by the rest of Barracuda Esports. We can see now even the Flicker gonna be forced out of Hesu as Monster Vicious are being very vicious this game.
Yeah, very, very technical game. I really like this as well. They're utilizing Xenomao's macro wave so well. And this time, Barracuda, they're going to try and make an attempt dive on towards him. So if Grace is able to catch him off, he's going to be in trouble here. Hesu, Insanity, to back out. They lose the tier 1. But again, Barracuda not able to find any kind of space at all.
Yeah, I'm very impressed at the speed that Monster Vicious is approaching this game. Like, it's as if they don't have any fears at all against Barracuda. And any previous mistakes that they may have made just don't seem to weigh in their mind at all at this point. Barracuda definitely facing a different opponent in game 2.
Very difficult game thus far. Grace needs to get the catch once again, but it's tough considering a Barracuda doesn't have the biggest setup here. AJ hasn't been using the Echo here, but again, right now, Barracuda, they're deciding what do they do? Do they commit or don't commit? They've lost a tier 1. They're far off towards the base, and their other lane is just getting completely shoved by Xenomao on the other side of the map.
Ordinarily, with the lineup that Barracuda have, they're pretty good at counter-engaging by waiting until Monster Vicious makes a move and then jumping in with either the Daytona's Welcome or the Violet Requiem. But Xeno on the Benedetta makes this interaction very difficult.
Oh boy, now with the cash coming in, Grace,
Ooh.
he cannot escape. He's going to be the first one to fall. That should be Barracuda just losing their members. This is really not looking good for Barracuda.
Without Grace, it's going to be hard for Barracuda to contest this objective, and so they will choose not to do so, especially after Fakus zones them out with the Eternal Guard. Subway, he's coming in again, continuing on this pressure, even though it cost him his life twice before.
Oh boy, now with the snipes coming in, Retry, oh, okay, Mpl does secure it for the team. Subway, unfortunately, his greed is not getting paid off at all. In this case, AJ, looking for the snipes, not going to be able to do much again.
I really like the way that Monster Vicious is splitting up the map as well. Xeno is just being sent to macro. Barracuda, they don't have the best split push here. Hesu even forced to use Insanity to clear the wave.
Dude, they're doing all their best to defend against this here. They even forced Nova's not flicker, but still hop over the wall to get that pull. But still, at the same time, Barracuda, it feels like they're getting choked slowly but surely. And now the whale comes to interrupt.
The whale is back.
The whale is here to say hello.
Whale.
Getting in the middle of the fish and the monster. Time out, guys. Time out. Something's not good right.
We once again got to make sure that the players, everything is okay with the devices, with the communication, so that they will be able to play with competitive integrity intact. But looking at this current situation, it's very clear that Monster Vicious have a huge advantage. They have the mental advantage as well. Their confidence is off the charts.
Oh my god. That is, are we going to go? Like, we know when we see her face, we should smile because we're going to the game, and the whale disappears. All right, okay.
I like how she just has a dedicated role now because of this. Like, just the one in charge of sending us back into the game. And I think the fans are a big fan of it.
I'm going to play the Starfall right now. I don't know how to respond to that.
It's okay, you don't have to.
Oh boy. Here we go again.
Yep. Continue on with things. 3k net worth lead for Monster Vicious. Barracuda are losing a lot of their pressure overall. Unfortunately, this Guinevere pick has not worked out very well for Grace. Hasn't really been able to catch anyone out. Two Purifies and Ruff and Fakus, making these potential pickoffs very unlikely.
Okay, speaking of how the fight is happening right now, you can see that Barracuda, they're trying to have Jesus kind of mirror Xeno, but at this time, he's pretty much 2 levels down, which brings a very, very big problem here, because if he cannot mirror Xeno because of all these lanes, and he's been, trying to set up a fight with Barracuda and not getting any value out of it, slowly but surely, Zeno is already outscaling him because of how quickly he's been shoving the lanes. And every single time this happens, Jesus is going to leave a single full wave of creeps time and time again. But now, with the temple down coming in, the Lord will be secured by Subway. They go in for the collapse as well. Subway does not use the Appraisal's Wrath, and they easily take Jesus down.
So here's the problem, right? As you mentioned, Jesus is not really able to match Zeno on the Benedetta. But when you have an Xborg versus Benedetta matchup, you already expect there's no way the Xborg can keep up in terms of speed. What you need to do here is basically turn every fight into a 5v4 and just win out in terms of team fight potential with like the last Insanity and all the slows. The problem is, Monster Vicious is winning as the 4 versus the 5. So the disparity between the teams is expanding ever wider.
Oh boy, look at Zeno. He's like, you know what? Hey, wait, the lanes are shoved up down bottom. I need to clear it faster. But at the same time, tier 2 is here. Entropy already being used by Ruff as he continues to mow them all down. In this case, what can Barracuda do? Like the perfect 2-man knockout Bible Magic Thumb from Grace?
That would be a start, at least, but Grace hasn't really been landing these combos. Even earlier in that Lord fight, he just jumped into
okay, Amal, he got gobbled in. Subway, what do you think? He got chain stun all the way through. They lose Subway. At the same time, Zeno Mao cutting the back lines. He gets the kill, but can he get out? No, he cannot. They overcommit. 1-for-2 exchange. A little bit too much, but Barracuda, they somehow was able to capitalize on Subway's mistake again.
Yeah, Barracuda are able to trade up there, though losing an inhibitor at this stage is really not the best. At least they're able to catch out Subway. Zeno, though, I'm really impressed by the fact that he's able to dash that far in and get the kill onto Amal. Did he need to do it? Probably not, but it still looks cool.
Yeah, it is very, very cool. Like, that's the thing, right? Imagine if he had one more additional damage item, he could have gotten a double kill there instead of one. He almost got Trap and Grace.
I mean, that's effectively saying, like, if only he had more money.
Well, in this case, he's gotten a little bit too much more honey already.
I see. Well, the days are not looking too sunny for Barracuda Esports.
Okay, you win.
Hey.
I've got nothing. I've got nothing.
But I think you could say the same for Barracuda. They're in a situation where they really have no answers to this. They really need to win out big team fights by getting good catches with the Guinevere. But as you can see, those are really not happening. In this instant replay, Subway gets punished. And then we see Zeno somehow surviving under the crit. Oh, wow. As we come back, Hesu is dead.
Okay. Yeah. Now you see me, now you don't. And Jesus, I think he got caught out. Just because of the fact he's under-leveled, right? Like, think about this. He's level 11 as an Xbox. Technically, at this stage of the game, we kind of expect your usual Xbox to be in the front, you know, just completely bullying out Monster Vicious. But so far, he hasn't been able to do so because of how, I would say, separated everyone from Barracuda is because of how annoying Zeno has been out throughout the entire game.
Yeah, when you have an Xborg EXP lane versus Benedetta, that macro game is going to be very, very one-sided. Unless you have like a hero in the jungle or in the gold lane that can split push by themselves, which in this case Barracuda does not. We can see that they're just not able to retain any sort of map control. This objective goes over to Monster Vicious without any contest at all. And I get the feeling we're going to witness this game end in favor of a clean sweep unless Monster Vicious just starts throwing.
Yeah, same time here, this is going to be a very, very tough one. As you can see, Zeno is just doing a lot of work throughout this entire game here. And because of this, Barracuda hasn't been able to find any kind of pickoff. I know I sound like a broken record right now. And great.
That was close.
Okay. Risky. Risky. Very, very risky. But let's see.
Lord pushing in very soon. Monster Vicious pushing every single lane at the same time. Really nice wave syncing here to get every single inhibitor they can.
Well, speaking of the inhibitors here, Subway looking for the pull. Now here comes the Astro Echo to try and catch them off guard as well. Instead it comes in. Nova gonna be a little bit awkward position. He's gonna dive right in. And now Subway dropping a little bit low. Appraisal's run comes in, completely airballs as Zeno Mount will try to get to back lines. They will try to finish him off. Ruff is still there to do a little bit more damage, but Barracuda, they are able to hold on. Grace trying to finish off Subway, but Ruff was able to kill him off, and now Jesus with the insanity, it doesn't even hurt, and now Ruff is going to try man fire his way through, and he's going to get the kill, and now he's going to go, oh, he's got the Maniac. Now, AJ, give him the Savage. No, he does not get it. It's over.
An absolutely amazing finish to a clean sweep by Monster Vicious, as despite Barracuda Esports' best efforts to defend their base, Ruff by himself secures the Maniac and a clean victory for his team.
What a way to close things off. When all hope is lost, it looked like it might have been a reset. Ruff says, I'm gonna man up and take them all by myself. Gets the Maniac. GG, well played to Ruff.
Monster Vicious looking a lot cleaner today, and I think they have to be very satisfied with their results there. This is Grove right here on the stage. They feel more confident, they look better coordinated. Barracuda Esports, unfortunately, gotta go back to the drawing board. But let's just go ahead and throw it over to our interview with Monster Vicious.
Alright, kemenangan pertama, technically a full win. 3 mata penuh untuk Monster Vicious. 2 berbalas kosong lawan Barracuda. Hi guys, how are you feeling? Hello. Okay, good. Semua sihat? Mike.
Sehat.
Sihat. Alright, Raf. Maniac pertama di Mpl